What up, everybody? Last time we saw Famous in Raising Kanan Season 3, Episode 9, he was walking into his new job at Club Vu, taking over what Lou was doing there since Lou went MIA. So Famous could get access to Lou's studio. And when he walked in, he heard his song pounding in the back. So Famous is thinking, why is Shirley, this old woman, playing my song in the back here? So Famous goes to the back, and there's a man in a suit talking about he can mold Famous into something. Because Famous is young, he doesn't have much experience, and he's a raw talent. But he likes him that way, otherwise they'd be trying to tell you how to do your own job. And he told Shirley that Shirley sure knows how to pick him. When Famous walks in and introduces himself to the man, and the man proceeds to tell Famous that he's a very rich man who owns a couple of independent record labels, and that with Famous's talent and his money, they could make something happen. Then he went on to ask Famous if he also produced the song. And Famous told the guy, nah, that's my man Lou. So the man wanted to set up a meeting with both Famous and Lou to talk about working with them and possibly sign them to one of his record labels. But at this point in time, Lou was nowhere to be found and hadn't nobody heard from him in days. He gave Shirley Famous's tape and was gone. But Famous lied to the man and said that he just talked to Lou not too long ago. And this is why he went to Kanan's apartment trying to see if Kanan had heard from Lou, only to get bullied by Ronnie and thrown to the ground. But before he left, Kanan told Famous that Lou would most likely be at the mall for Juke's performance. So Famous showed up to the mall looking for Lou, only to be let down. And this is the last time we saw Famous going into the season finale. So what is next for Famous? I think Famous will go ahead and meet the man without Lou, which right now is pretty much the best route anyway because the fact that Lou is so far gone and in need of some help. So with Lou being MIA, Famous will meet with the man and agree to sign his record label, with 411 being the first single to be released. Famous might even go on to lie to the man again and tell the man from the record label that he just talked to Lou, but Lou is out of town, but Lou gave him permission to use the song. But really at this point in time, Lou is MIA wherever Rock and Marvin took him to. And their mouths are sealed in regard to his whereabouts, telling Famous that they haven't seen Lou either. But Lou is not dead, so Famous's song 411 blows up and becomes a hit song played all over the radio and even becomes a #1 hit. Then after Famous gets signed and his song blows up, he gets out of Queens and leaves Kanan and all that foolishness behind him to continue working on his music career, especially after last time he went to Kanan's for Ronnie to punk him like that. But the problem is Lou produced the song, and 6 months later, Lou gets out of rehab or wherever he had been getting cleaned up this whole time. And when Lou comes back after spending 6 months in darkness getting clean, Lou is more cold-blooded than ever. Then after getting back on the streets, Lou hears the song 411 on the radio, with the radio announcer saying the hit song 411 by Famous that has spent so many weeks on our charts on the #1 spot. So Lou sees this as his way to get back into the music game and come up. So he immediately goes looking for Shirley to see if she knows what happened, because he gave her the tape to give to Famous. And Shirley, thinking that Lou is still that nice, humble Lou from before, tells Lou about Famous signing with her friend. And Famous said Lou had given him permission to use the song. And Lou plays it cool, as Shirley tells Lou where the record label studio is, where he can find Famous and the man. But Lou then goes to the studio to negotiate with Famous, and more specifically, the record label owner. But he doesn't plan on coming in peace. Just like he went to negotiate with Crown Camacho about becoming 50-50 owner of Bulletproof Records, again, Lou has his lawyer and a piece. So when Lou goes to negotiate, the man offers to pay Lou a percentage of the money that was made. But Lou tells the man that it's too late for all that he's the one calling the shots now. Then forces the man to give Lou his own subsidiary record label with Famous as his first artist. And with a little bit of force and intimidation, the man agrees and signs all the paperwork that Lou had his lawyer already write out. And this is when Lou establishes his hit record label, Killer Inc. Records. Because after rehab, Lou embraces that he is a stone cold killer. Then we could potentially even get another spinoff based on Famous and Lou going into the music industry and Lou owning a successful record label, almost like a version of Empire, but being a part of the Power universe, being able to cross over with Raising Kanan at any time. Then when everything is going good and Lou and Famous are on top of the world with their new record label, their past could potentially come back to haunt them. Famous's name by itself being the thing that could get him in trouble. When Famous killed Freddie right before putting 3 in Freddie's chest, Freddie said Famous's name. And there was an old man across the hall who heard the whole thing. The thing is, when he was questioned by the cops, he said he didn't know anything. That's because the old man literally did think that he knew nothing, not knowing when Freddie said the name Famous that it was actually the name of a person. Then after hearing Famous' name all over the radio and hearing the song 411, the old man reports Famous to the cops. But the thing is, Lou learned from Rock, and once he got money from the label, he knew it was beneficial for him to keep a cop on the payroll. So the cop gives Lou the heads up that Famous is under investigation for murder. Then Lou goes and smokes the old man to protect his top-selling artist at Killer Inc. Records because he done embrace his side of a stone-cold killer after rehab. But this puts Lou at another crossroads. Because even though he embraced being a killer after rehab, this was actually the first body he caught since. And killing the old man brought back all that old pain, leaving Lou again at another crossroads, whether to pick back up the bottle or not. And there you have it, Lou establishes Killer Inc. Records after the song 411 blows up. Leave your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments.